Okay, so example 1 says,
What's example 2? I lost count. 2? Oh, example 2.
3.
okay, we're going to say for f of x equals 3x minus 5, a, determine f inverse of x. B, find f of 3. C, find f inverse of 4. And D, compare the answers to B and C. Okay, B and C will be related, and we'll find that and show that in a second. Okay, so it says for f of x equals 3x minus 5, A, determine f inverse of x, B, find f of 3, C, find f inverse of 4, and D, compare your answers to B and C. Okay, could someone be brave and tell me how the first step in finding an inverse is what? What's the first step in algebraically finding an inverse? Switch your x and your y. Good. Now, Quinn, there's a problem with that. What's the problem with that? If my equation is f of x equals 3x minus 5. What's y? Okay, so how do we deal with that?
Start at 0.
Nope. Good try, though. What do we say f of x? What's f of x? F
Y.
of x is the same as y, okay? So we're going to start this, is we're going to change the equation to then we are going to switch x and y and solve for y. Okay, so we're going to get x equals 3y minus 5. Great. I didn't actually cheat. Y is the same as f of x. I mean the same thing. Okay, so could somebody solve for y, please? Somebody be brave. First step is what? Oh, good. Yes, this is why Spider-Man comes back. Jennifer, I'm picking on you.
Okay.
Because you have math all morning. How do we solve? First step in solving for y.
Divide by 3.
You could. That would work. But the problem is when you do that, then this will be a fraction here as well. You have to divide each chunk. So I probably move the 5 first, yes, and solve for y. Move the 5 over first. Wow. Okay, bye. Alex, you can go to the office. Yes. Solve the y, please. Cool. Is this we're at the board stage of the year already, guys? Don't be at the board stage yet. What's this?
My calculator. It's fine.
Okay, go ahead. Solve the y. Go.
Okay, so 5 equals 3y, so 5 by 3. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. You guys are totally asleep here.
I'm tired. It's been a long day. Excellent.
Okay, I gotta bring Spider-Man back because you guys are just fading out. Otherwise, at least the fear of Spider-Man coming to you keeps you awake. Yes.
How did you determine what the steps are?
One more time.
Why do we have to find f3 and why do we have to find f?
I just asked you to for B and C. I just told you to do
So there's no like, okay.
no, that's just like part B. Like I just want to apply this in some way. Okay. Because I want to show you that a relationship between the original function. Okay, so what I did there, I said y is equal to x plus 5 over 3. I changed then y back into f inverse because that's what we're looking for. Okay. Okay, let's do B and C quickly here then. I'm going to do B on the left, C on the right. B says, find f of 3. Okay, what does f of 3 mean? Quinn, go ahead. Very good. Okay, so if f of x is equal to 3x minus 5, f of 3 is equal to 3 times 3 minus 5.
Oh.
So f of 3 equals 4. So what that means is when I put a 3 into my equation, I get out a 4. Now, this is the whole point of inverse. Before I do any calculation work, when I find f inverse of 4, what should the answer be then without any work? Why should it be 3? Good. Very good. Right? So when you put 3 in the original function, you get out a 4. So if you put 4 into your inverse, you'll go backwards to get 3. That's the whole logic behind this, right? It's like opposite terms. That's the whole idea there, okay? All right, so let's plug it in to make sure this works. So letter C should be f inverse of is going to be 4 plus 5 over 3, which really is 9 over 3, which is equal to 3, which is good. Let's put up a few rules here for inverses, and then we'll go. And we'll get to quadratics, I think. Do we have time to do quadratics? Yeah, we got lots of time. Okay, I'm going to put 4 more points here about inverses. What do I say to summarize? Number 1. Okay, these are 2 of the big points I want to get into because we'll need this as we. I don't think I'm going to do quadratics today because we're missing a third of the class here, so I don't want to get them too far behind here. So it says the domain of f is the blank of f inverse. What's that going to be? Luke, go ahead. Domain of the f of x is going to be the range of f inverse. Okay, and the reason that is because the x and the y's are switches. Right. So if it's the x values of the one graph is going to be the y values of the inverse. And the same thing, the y values of the first graph is going to be the x values of the second. Do we get that logic? Because that is the most important thing when I'm teaching you today. I don't know if the main range isn't thrilling, okay, but it's unfortunately the entire course. Number 3. We'll say the graph of f inverse x is reflected at y equals x to become before okay, so those are the 4 big steps. I'll do one simple quadratic, and then we'll call it a day. I'll write your homework on the board here, and then I'll do one simple quadratic. Okay, Liam, how you feeling? Bell lives in the same time every day.
I'm used to being at 10:20